I'm here in the front yard in Harvard, and behind me is the Harvard Library. It's interesting because in this week's Parashat Dvarim, it says Moshe is speaking to the Jewish people, and he says words that are remembered later in a much more negative context. He says, Eicha esa levadi torchachem umasachem verivchem. How am I alone going to be able to carry, to handle, to shoulder the burden of your complaints, of your troubles, of your fights? And he says, I really can't do this anymore. And he then goes on to say, Havu lachem anashim chachamim nevonim v'iduim l'shivdechem. I want you to give and appoint leaders that are chachamim, they're smart, nevonim, they are wise, and they are also yeduim l'shivtechem. They are also well known and respected among the people. So in that, Moses recognizes that if you want to govern, what's required first of all is wisdom. But wisdom is not enough. It has to be people who are able to infer one thing from the other, not just knowing things, but able to apply it properly to different situations. And even with all the wisdom, and even with all the ability to apply that wisdom, it also has to be anashim yeduim l'shivtechem. It has to be people that are respected and accepted as a consensus. And we find the fascinating concept in halacha, which says that any takana, any halacha that's established, which is not accepted among the multitudes, isn't sort of falls out of its binding place, and it's no longer a requirement. The example for this is Tfilat Ezra, the Tfilah that Ezra established. And the idea is that as much as the mitzvot de'uraita and many of the derabanan are fixed, later takanot, later establishments need to be democratic, need to be not only chacham and avon, but also yadua l'shivtechem. They need to be accepted on everyone. So as we look at the day of Tisha B'Av coming up and we read Eicha, let's remember that it's not just the wisdom, it's not just the mitzvot, but it's also our ability to come together and do things together that's very important.